Scarface talk real. No filters here. We love too hard. We argue then cheer.
And we are live. Welcome back to Uncomfortable Convos. It's your boy, the one with the scar on his face, your boy Scarface. And welcome back to another episode. Thank you guys every week, not weekend, but you guys tune in to check out the podcast. You guys love it. You guys give me great feedback, and it motivates me to continue to make these podcast episodes for you guys. So give us a thumbs up, share it. If you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star rating and a review. It goes a long way. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. So, and also, if you guys want to get some tools for you and your lady, or you and your man, different things, naughtyscience.com. There's a special discount code in the description. So if you need them tools for those special experiments at home, trust me, the amount of that this has helped some relationships, like the messages I get from people saying like, hey, we started including toys, we got something off your site, it really helps us a long way. I'm telling you, it helps keep your relationship spicy. So definitely check it out. There's a discount code in the description down below. Make sure you guys go check it out. So since, this is like a relationship podcast, intimacy, kink, you name it, so on and so forth, right? And so one of the questions that I get all the time is like different flirting styles, right? The different flirting styles that go on now, and also like pickup lines and a big one, DMs. Like now we live in the day and age where we have to slide into DMs. Like that's the way people reach out. That's the way people approach now. That's how people shoot their shot, is through the DMs. Whether that be Instagram, Snapchat, whatever platform you're thinking of, okay? Because even when you're on a dating app, you have to message each other. That's technically like a direct message, right? Am I wrong? Okay, so this is why we need to kind of like decipher, go over the different like DMing type, because that's something that you guys get all the time, and I'm sure you guys get creeps, and I'm sure you guys get like, maybe like, I don't know if he's really into me, but we're gonna go over it. Okay, so like some of the flirting styles we have this day and age is they just straight up DM, right? Like they'll send you something weird, a pickup line, right? Or they'll send you an emoji, right? I'm sure you guys have gotten a random emoji from a guy, and then like they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to send it to you. Oh, hey, like, sorry, I accidentally sent that. I'm here to tell you, spoiler alert, they didn't accidentally send it. They wanted, that was the move, that was the play. Accidentally send them a message, even if they like mess it. When they send a bunch of random letters, trust me, us guys, most of us do that shit on purpose, because first of all, you have to get into this person's profile if you've never sent them a message. Hit the message button, and then it takes you to the message place, and then you have to type something, and then when it types it, like depending on your phone, it lifts the thing up. So now the little button to send the message is a little higher. It takes a lot to randomly send a message, right? So there's a lot of steps that go involved. Now, can it happen? Yeah. I've accidentally sent, like when you can react to stories, I've accidentally sent reactions. I'm like, fuck, I didn't realize I pressed it, right? By accident. And so that can happen. Or they'll wait for you to post a story and then reply to it, and then hit you with the hey, or reply to what the story says. Trust me, some guys out here have gotten very good at sending messages, at, waiting for the right time. So there's some guys obviously cannot wait for the right time, but there's some guys who there's an art to this. Like, for example, I used to, because I have to say I used to, because I don't want people to think like, is he still doing this? What I would do is wait. I play the long game, because I'm pretty sure if you're if you're gonna DM, shoot your shot, somebody who's a very good looking, attractive, whatever the case, I'm sure they get a bunch of random messages. I'm sure they get a lot of DMs, random dudes, random guys. So I play the long game. I'm like, I know you're getting a lot of messages. Let me wait for something. I wait for them to post a story. I wait for them to do something like that. And then, like, if I don't know whatever the story is about, I look it up. I go and search for it, get a little bit of information, and then be like, oh, hey, did you X, Y, and Z about this? Like, if they post about like for example, I'll tell you one time, like there's this girl, she's like baddie, and I knew a bunch of guys were messaging her. Like, only obvious that I mean, she was a very good looking girl, and so I didn't want to come off as that creep or that like, oh, here we go again. So she posted something about like multi-universe, and like since I had been watching a bunch of documentaries on that, I was like, what do you like? What are your thoughts on a multi-dimension thing? And then she just started talking. We started messaging, and then we ended up hanging out. I'm putting myself on the spot here because people are gonna be like, oh, so now if they actually want to have yeah, like trust you ladies want us to try to shoot our shot some way. Don't judge us on how we do it. Okay. I didn't send her a hey, what's up, beautiful? I didn't do none of that. Okay. And then another way some people do flirt is that they go and like a bunch of photos and because they want you to react to it. They want you to message first. They want to be like boom, 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 boom. And then maybe even hit you with the hey, thanks for the message or thanks for the likes or something like that. Or they'll just message you right after too. So like it just depends on the person. So that's another flirting way. And another way, they'll send voice messages. I love to send voice messages because I'm not a very you can get a lot more in a voice memo that takes like 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds than you can trying to type it out. Like what you were trying to say in those 10 seconds, trying to type it out, it's a lot longer. And you finally get to hear, you get to hear my voice. I get to hear your voice. And then like if we've seen each other on social media and like I've seen you talk, I'm like, all right, that sounds like her. Or be like, hey, that doesn't sound like her videos, right? Again, catfishing. So, and there's also different types of people who like how they DM. The first one that I have is great conversationalist, aka me. I'll wait for that. Like they're smooth, funny, charming, or very interactive, right? Though they know what they're doing. They've done this before. This is not their first rodeo. Okay, I'll tell you that. So you definitely need to pay attention to that. But again, just know that they're flirting. That way, I'm not saying stop them from like flirting with you. I'm just saying like this is probably what they're doing. So maybe get the hint, because there's some people that you're not interested in that are flirting with you, and you didn't realize that they're flirting with you, or they're trying to like court you, trying to get to know you, right? So again, if they're trying to be smooth, if they're trying to be funny, charming, interactive, like whatever you're posting, again, like how I said, I wait until you post something and then I'll respond to that. Like there was another girl, my ex from a while back ago, from Dallas. She had posted something, and at that time I was watching like a lot of what was it called? Dabka dance. It was like an Indian style type of dance, which is really cool, by the way. I still love it. It looks really cool when they do that. And she had posted something, and I'm like, oh, like something about the dance, right? And then we just started talking back and forth from that. Then eventually I went to go see her. That simple. And beautiful girl too. You know what I mean? Like there's different ways to approach these things. Cause yeah, later on she had told me like, oh, like all these people like were messaging her. Like it's like typically the same shit over and over. But your boy stood out. There's also like a different type of person that sends DMs. Like the DM flirting style is they'll send you an emoji. It's people are like, oh, you said it wrong. I don't give a fuck. I say it however I want to say it. I say emoji. And so sometimes some guys send that in order that's not very like fellas, if you're listening, don't send them that. Like at least start a conversation. Don't start it with hey sexy, hey beautiful, or anything like that. Maybe asking a question, maybe something that in relation to them, but don't send them an emoji either. Like they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like what was this? You're thinking you're flirting. They're gonna like, okay. And then there's also the paragraph writer, right? I don't want to be the paragraph writer. So that's why I send voice memos, because it's a lot easier for me. But then also like sometimes when they start trauma dumping on you from message one, they're trying to like get you to be like, oh, like I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Like you don't deserve that. Like they're trying to get you to do that to them. feel bad for them a little way, empathize with them a little bit, and then they'll like, all right, like make a move. uh, and then there's another type of DM slider. We'll call him the ghost. They message you, you reply because you're like, oh, let's see what this is about, and then they go ghost, they vanish, and then they'll come back later on, and then you're like, message him. No, if here's the thing, you gave this person the opportunity. Like, I'm sure again, you probably get messages. Some people get messages like crazy, and then finally you decide to give somebody a little bit of attention, just a little bit, and then they just dip out on you. Come on now. We have to value our time and have a lot of respect. Like, I will not allow that. Like, if we're messaging and then you just ghost and then you come back later, just go wherever you were at. Like, I don't need you back over here. And just so you guys know, let's call these people the copy and paste king and queen. There's some people who in the morning, they wake up and they're like, copy and paste, hey, good morning, like to a bunch of different people. So that's why, like, take everything with a grain of salt, like, especially in early on. Or if they ask like a question, it's easier just to copy and paste. Have I ever copy and pasted? Yes. In the past, I have copy and pasted where, like, say, like in your head, you have to have a conversation with these people in order to like continue to see where this can go. Maybe if you're trying to hook up with them or lead it to something, right? So I knew I had to keep up conversations with people. So what I would do is like just have a question, and then just copy and paste it on everybody. And then just that way we're all talking about similar things, and just have like a small conversation instead of like over here, we're talking about this or this or this or this, just I've been there. Okay. So what I actually have here now for you is some stories about DMs that they've gotten. Because there's some great DMs out there. That's how you met your person. That's how you met whoever. And there's some like nightmares in them. I can't believe this fucking guy sent me this, right? So, the first one that I have is a guy slid into my DM saying he wanted to show me his new haircut. He sends me a picture, but he was completely naked. Full body, you could see like no clothes. And he said, this is the worst part. He said that photo was the accident. Be like, oh shit, my bad. I sent you the wrong one. He did that just to save himself. Kind of like, oh, I'm not a creep or I'm not like this, but I accidentally sent you this one. My bad. I meant to send you this one. I clicked on the wrong one. No, most of the time they meant to send that shit. Okay. They meant to send that shit. And they're just seeing like, because they'll say, oh, I accidentally meant to send that. But what they're doing is checking your temperature on that type of stuff. Because maybe you're like, ooh, damn, that looks good. And he would have been like, mission accomplished. Or she could have been like, oh, what the heck? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send that one. I was trying to send you this one. And they actually send you the selfie. So sorry you had to see that. I'm super embarrassed. Trust me. They meant to send it. It's really hard to accidentally send a photo like that. Especially if you guys, hey, like he's literally on his phone saying like, I want to, like, here's a picture, like check out my haircut. He chose the picture and he hit the send button. It was no accident. It would have been an accident if he accidentally clicked on like maybe a couple photos or a few photos. It's like, damn it, I accidentally sent this. But most of the time they ended up sending it on purpose. Okay. The next story, I have a man DM me saying he loved my smile. He was cute. Then he said he wanted to take me out and spoil me. So she goes to his profile. The first photo of him and his wife kissing at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Their kids had matching shirts too. And she basically said that she blocked him and she was like, I'm going to pray for that family because that's the shitty part about DMs is that it makes it so much easier for married people to shoot a shot, to cheat, to check people's temperature. Because we talked about it on the live the other day, how if you're wishing for the 90s dating culture now, not going to happen. You're going to get hurt. Like Don't absolutely, you will not get that. I'm just telling you that right now. But they also said, oh, there's a lot more cheating now going on. Yeah, there's a lot more cheating going on, but there's also um, people getting caught a lot easier. Back then, there was cheating. I knew people who were cheating back then. Like, I was just a kid. I knew people who were cheating just because now it's easier to get caught, but it's also easier to cheat, right? Before, like, if you're out and you're with your wife, it's really hard to talk to a girl and be like, hey, like, now they can maybe make a separate profile, not post their girl, or, keep their thing on private. Again, there's a lot of different ways. That's why married men can do this. So that's why it's always good to look them up, find them on Facebook, because usually if they're on Instagram, they don't post their pictures of their family. They only post it on Facebook because they know the girls that they're trying to shoot, he's trying to shoot a shot, are on Instagram or TikTok. Find them on all platforms and see what's going on. Okay, don't be afraid to look them up too. Look them up. All right. The next one that I have is where was it at? Oh, this one. A guy slid in with a voice note. I thought I was going to say something cute. No, this man moaned loud, like a whole, like a whole daddy type of noise in my ear at 1:36 p.m. on a Tuesday. I was traumatized by this, and seeing that goes back to the whole when guys send dick pics. Fellas, a girl only wants to receive those when she's asking you when you're her person or you guys are being intimate, not strangers. Like if she asks you for the pic, it's because she's into you, she likes you, she thinks you sexy. She doesn't want to receive a random D pic from Joe Schmo. Okay, like no, she has to know you get, like, and she wants to that from you, because when it comes unsolicited, it's disgusting to them. When it comes when they want it, it's sexy. And you can't be like, she totally wants me, she liked my pictures. No. Most of the time, they will ask for it. Wait for them to ask for it, and then you're in the clear to send it. Don't just send it and then be like, my bad. So, and voice notes too. Come on, don't. Like, that was your opening line, like moaning. Like, how did you think this was gonna go? She's gonna open the message, play the note. It's you moaning. How did you think that was gonna go? She was gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so turned on by your moaning. Where are you? Come take me now. Because I'm pretty sure that's what he thought was going to happen. Definitely not gonna happen. So don't do that in the beginning. Like later on, maybe she'll be like, oh, like if you guys are far, she's gonna want to hear that, like you pleasing yourself to her and stuff like that. That's later on. Don't send those unsolicited at all. Okay. The last one that I have of the stories is my ex made a fake page to check on me, right? But he forgot that the page was fake and he slid into my own DMs trying to flirt with me. Same typos he always makes, same texting style. I knew instantly. And I was like, hey, blank. She put the name. How's your mom? And he blocked me. See, and creating fake profiles, like if you're to that point to stalk your ex or to cheat, like you're doing too much already. Like you really have to make a fake profile to do something, right? You've already gone to that next, because I've known some people who make fake profiles to do like certain things like that. And if you're at that point already, you're doing too much. Like something is up with your relationship if you've gotten to that point. So, but there's plenty of people don't pay. So the way I say this is like people are always like, oh, like dating sucks out here, it's horrible. No, like when you're driving down the road, the highway, for example, people are driving fine. There's nothing going on, right? It's only when there's a car wreck that you're like, look over, cause traffic and stuff like that. Because we like to see the train wreck. That's why we pay attention to the train wreck. We didn't pay attention to all the like other people, we'll call those having good relationships that pass by, right? Or you pass them. We don't pay attention to those because that's normal, right? Like that's not entertaining. But the moment we see a bad car wreck, we're just like, hey, let's look at that. So, that's why I'm saying, like, there's good people out here. Give people chances too, because now it's a lot more difficult to meet people in person. Like, let's be honest. Some people, you meet people that you probably never would have met. Like, let's be honest, like that happens. I've met people I would have never ran into. Like, there was no chance of us running into each other. But seeing them on social media, sending them a message, like, we were able to meet that way, which has its pros and cons, right? So now, situationships and, like, I wanted to talk about this, like the situationship and social media, because there's so many people who want to do like a soft launch or something like that, posting an arm, posting their back of their head, their drink, showing one hand, shadows, silhouettes, leg getting in her. And then later on, you find out that he's been talking to or she's been talking to multiple people. Just post them. Even if it's not like, hey, it's my man. Maybe like, hey, like, when like some people do a group photo or a group video or something like that, and there's a bunch of people there, something like that. Because that happened before, actually, on, like, we talked about it. She posted it. Come to find out that, hey, other people were dating that same dude, and just because she posted it. That's what I'm saying. So I get it. You don't want to blast a relationship right away. So instead of doing, like, do your research, the whole soft launching and like hard launch drama, because like I don't understand why it's like such a big deal. Like, I remember in the past, I had to deal with this too, because she got super upset that I never posted her. And I was like, it's not because I don't want to post you, it's because I want to see where things go. And then got super upset. And then finally I did. And then it was just like downhill from there. Right. So, like, that's why. And you should wait to post somebody too, because say, I've seen people, and I'm sure you've seen it too. People start dating 1 week, 2 weeks in, they're posting it. Oh, we're so in love. They're posting all these pictures. And then like a month, two later, no, the pictures stop. The stories stopped. The pictures are removed from the feed. And now you have to keep answering to the what happened? What happened? And so that's why, like, take your time before you start posting somebody, right? Now, if you have somebody, say you're dating somebody and they're really hesitant on posting certain things, just remember, if they can post their everyday things, they can post you, right? Again, just posting and sharing your person on social media has caused so many issues. Like, I get it. You're trying to see if this person is with somebody else or like talking to somebody else, because trust me, that's happened. But then also arguments have happened because, oh, why don't you post me? Like, this, and that. Like, I get it. Like, are you trying to show everybody that you guys are in if you guys are in a happy relationship, if you guys are good, why is it that you need to share it to the world right away? Because when you share it to the world right away, sometimes that can lead to its demise very quickly. And that's happened to me. Yeah, it's happened to me. Right. And not a demise is like, oh, I was talking to somebody else or she was talking to somebody else. It's just now, like, you put yourself out there. So you post this person, and then it comes the whole drama and the shit. Like, when you stop posting a person, what happened? What happened? So, like, that I think it comes down to person. Like, what is your situation? Should you post this person? Should you not post this person? Are you trying to keep your relationship private? Are you not trying to keep it private? Are you just trying to wait and just to see if this is real? Because I'm sure maybe you have done it. I've done it. Posted about a partner early on, and it ended up going nowhere. So that's why, like, just take your time, because during this time you should be getting to know your person too. You guys are 2 months in, posting each other how in love you are. You guys barely even know each other. Like, let's be honest, okay? So, with the whole same social media, like, another topic that I get a lot is when DMs ruin relationships. Yes, because they do. Because guess what? People think that messaging a girl on social media just to say something nice, compliment her, they think it's not cheating. Same with girls doing it to guys. Okay. And we need to go over the cheating versus like digital cheating. That's what some people call it, right? Liking provocative pictures. Is that cheating or not? Now, if this is something that you don't want done to you, don't do it to your person. Right? Don't do. If you don't like your girl, fellas, if you don't like your girl liking pictures of other guys that are way in shape, better looking than you, uh, maybe even commenting stuff, if you don't like it, like, don't do it to her. Because I'm sure she doesn't like it either that you're liking all these models, maybe even commenting something. Trust me, it goes both ways. It makes your girl, your guy feel a type of way, within themselves, maybe a little bit insecure. So it's definitely cheating if you don't want it done to you. So think about that. DMing your ex happy birthday. Your ex is in the past. The past is the past. You don't need to tell him happy birthday anymore. You don't need to send him a message. You don't need to get him a gift. Like, I get it if it's your baby mama or baby daddy and you're just like a quick, hey, like, I know it's your birthday, happy birthday, because you're a nice person. But going and getting a gift for them and doing something special for them, no. If you're doing something cool for like the kids to give to that person, that's totally fine because that is their children, their kids. And I think that's totally fine when they're young. When they get older, they tend to do their own things. So also another one that gets brought up a lot is hearting someone's story while you're in a relationship. And again, it depends on what it is. If it's a selfie of the person, it goes back to liking their photo. Now, if they posted some food or something was really good, right? Or maybe they're at a restaurant that you want to try and you're like, hey, like, how is it? Like, I've been wanting to go, like, curious about that. Like, again, it's social media. We're supposed to be social and talk, right? About things like that. Not, hey, what's up, beautiful? How are you doing when you're in a relationship? So again, or they posted something like an accomplishment. If somebody posted an accomplishment, hey, beat the world record on this, boom. Hey, started my own business, boom. Like, show them that, hey, we see the hustle. Cool. Congratulations. Right? Now, it's the selfies and the other stuff. That's the problem. People need to find the difference. What was that? And so one of the excuses that people just say, oh, it was just the fire emoji. Oh, it was just an emoji. Like, that's all it was. Yeah, that emoji just caused a huge argument for you. And especially if you kept it from your person, if you can't do it when your person is around, then you shouldn't be doing it at all. Because I guarantee you, if your partner, depending on your gender or like whatever you're into, if they were doing that and you saw it, you'd be like, what the fuck, right? It goes both ways. So those are definitely cheating ways, again, depending on the situation, right? And another thing that is cheating, if you send somebody messages and you delete them, why did you have to delete them? That's the problem. Why did you have to delete them? Like, if you're messaging, like, say, for example, like, say I want to go get my teeth whitened, right? And I know somebody who whitens teeth, and I'm like, hey, looking to book an appointment. When are you available? Boom. That's it. Do I need, if somebody were to go through my phone and saw that, they'd be like, oh, he made his appointment to his thing. That's it. But there's some people, it would be different and be like, hey, what's up, hottie? Like, I see you're running this business, congratulations. I need to get in there. Like, what's up? That's that's something that the guy's probably going to be like, delete right after. And then he's going to go to the appointment. So again, and some people say that, oh, they just delete them to avoid problems. If your person gets jealous because, like, say you did that and made an appointment, like, there's something wrong. There's some insecurities going on because you just made an appointment to go get your teeth whitened, right? Most of the girls most of the teeth whiteners are females. Like, let's just be honest. I don't think I've seen a male teeth whitener, to be honest. Maybe I need to get into that. uh, but you know what I mean? So, and I think, so the next one that I have is deleting worse than the message itself. Yes, because you knew it was wrong and you deleted it. So you knew it was wrong. So it got you to the point where you had to delete it. Absolutely. You know, like maybe you didn't think it was wrong what you sent. And 9 times out of 10, you probably would have left it because it wasn't wrong. Like, again, going back, you made you message somebody to make an appointment for something, right? Like, that's not a bad thing. And if you leave it and they get upset over that, then that's their problem, right? But you knowing, or maybe you said something weird, something off that you didn't think it was flirting or being like, or cheating at the time. Again, depends on what it was. You can't be like, hey, I'm trying to slide it in you. Clearly, that's like some cheating behavior. So again, it totally depends. But yes, knowing that you did something wrong and you had to delete it, that is a problem. That is worse than leaving the message. Because that's the whole, like, having to hide something. If you have to hide something, that's already wrong. You know it's wrong and you have to hide it. Like, let's be honest. So, and then let's also talk about when innocent turns into disrespect. Okay? People, there's a fine line. Talking to coworkers excessively. Like, I get it. Like, coworkers turn into friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you start hanging out. I don't have an issue, like, if she's hanging out with her girlfriends and stuff like that. But hanging out with the dude, like, just that yes, that's a problem. But if everybody goes in a group, that's a whole different, like, we're going as a group over here, different scenario, right? But me and so-and-so coworkers, we're going to go get something to eat. Like, and they're doing it a lot. Like, I get it. Maybe you guys were out driving around, like, for your whatever work, like delivering stuff. And then you're like, let's stop real quick and get something to eat. Boom. They stop at Jack in the Box and get something to eat. You know what I mean? Like, there's different scenarios. Or if they're just like, hey, after work today, I'm going to meet up with so-and-so and we're going to get something to eat. That's a huge problem. So, or if they're constantly messaging each other, like opposite genders, red flag for me. So again, it totally depends on everybody. And if somebody's like, if you're in a relationship and somebody sends you, hey, what's up, sexy, or whatever, hey, beautiful, hey, handsome, and you're in just ignore the messages, because it happens. People message you. Like, there's plenty of girls who are in relationships and a guy will still message, hey, sexy, hey, beautiful, and so on and so forth. You see it, whatever. Now, entertaining it, oh, hey, thank you so much. That's different. Now you just open that door for whatever. Even if you're just like, you wanted to get that satisfaction. There's too many people that want that satisfaction of like, oh yes, like, they want me, they like me, they're into me, right? Let me tell them. I love the attention. So there's people like that. Or also, like, if they have to turn to Snapchat to have conversations, because that's where a lot of cheating goes on. I'm not saying everybody who's on there is cheating, but the messages disappear over 24 hours. Just saying, unless you mark it on there or like change it to where they don't delete, they get saved on there, or they don't get saved on there. So guess what? You can, at free will, knowing that it's just going to erase, it's going to be gone. Poof, no one's going to see it. But there's also a good side of DMs. Like, let's talk about the good side too, right? People have gotten married from sliding into DMs. People have met great people from sliding into DMs, right? Long distance relationships have happened and blown into something beautiful because of DMs. Like, this is all something that happens. Introverts finally get the courage to message somebody because they would have never approached somebody in person, but they got the courage to message them through social media and then met them and then started dating. Yes, that has happened. There's great sides of DMing, right? There's all sorts of upsides on it. People always think it's bad. It's only bad if you entertain the bad, right? If you know now, but a guy messages you, you go through his profile, looks single, hard worker. You want to get to know him a little bit. You found him on Facebook. You saw that there's no other family, right? just do a little bit of research. And guess what? I know plenty of people who have met through social media that are doing great, right? Again, it goes back to the highway analogy that I used. Like, we don't pay attention to that. It's only the train wrecks that get the most views on this on my TikToks and Instagram. So that's why there's plenty of great people out there. It just we ignore those because they're not very entertaining. You can also meet people outside of your city, job, and circle. Like, if you're having a hard time, if you're always dating somebody where you work at, maybe the same little city that you're from, the same circles that you hang out with, that's why social media is great, because you're able to connect with people who you wouldn't have never ran into. Wouldn't have, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 of my exes I would have never met if it wasn't for social media. I'm not saying they're horrible people. It just, like, it was great while it was great, and then it wasn't when it wasn't, right? Just like every relationship that turns into a relationship and then ends up breaking up. But I met these people through social media, and because I refuse to date people in my circle, in my city, and definitely job, because you don't want to be around that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you'll be able to meet people you would have never ran into, right? Granted, now you have to go through a whole, like, are they dating somebody over there, or like how far you went out to search for somebody. Like, maybe you can't do long distance. There's some people who can't do long distance, and that's totally fine, right? Social media also helps you see someone's, like, interest and lifestyle, right? Like, if you see them, like, constantly working out, and you want somebody who's like somebody who works out and does stuff like that, social media can show you what they're interested in. If they're not posting very much, okay, then I don't know if they're hiding anything, or kind of figure out why they don't post so much. So, because there's also that, and I hate it when people are like, I want a guy who has no social media. Girl, we are in 2025, about to be 2026. Social media is everywhere. In order to build and scale a lot of businesses, you have to be on social media. Like, you have to be doing this stuff. Now, somebody who's not on social media is probably not going to be in that position that you're looking for that guy to be in that position, because he needs to be online. He needs to be looking at this stuff, because, like, that shit is so dumb when people say that. Again, if that's what you want, and good luck finding a guy that's not on social media that fits all your criteria. Okay, like, not being on social media is a red flag. Fuck that. Like, I hate it when people say that. People have built businesses on social media, do all sorts of stuff. All these, like, streamers are freaking wealthy as fuck being on social media. Like, it's what is going on now. We have our phones, our watches, our glasses, just everything connected to social media, because it's how people connect. It's how people get businesses going, scale businesses. So, and you can also look at their stuff before shooting your shot. You get to know this person a little bit. Maybe you want to give this person something that I look at is, like, their recent photos. Like, do they have recent posts? Is everything from the past? Because a lot of the stuff, like, do they even look the same? Are they even into the same things? Are they even with somebody? Did they recently break up with somebody? That's why I go through their profile and just, like, look, see what they're interested in, see if we're on the same vibe, right? Like, what if you like somebody who is into certain things, but based off their profile, they're into, like, all sorts of other stuff, right? Is this somebody you want to invest your time? I always say it's good to be with somebody who's has different interests. It's cool to have similar interests, don't get me wrong. But when you have different interests, guess what? Now you get to learn his hobbies, her hobbies, and try new things that you wouldn't normally do. Like, something for me is, like, I like to try different stuff, right? I'm not that type of person that likes to go to the same. I do, like, if out of convenience, like, say for, like, work or something, go and eat the same shit over and over. But, like, yesterday I went to go try Lazy Bird. I've tried so many restaurants here in Arizona. I've tried so many different bars and stuff like that. I like to do that. Different concerts, different things. There's only been a handful of places that I've gone to several times, or, like, more than once, right? So, again, social media. You'll be able to, like, see what they're about and shoot your shot. Again, give that person a chance too, to show them how they are. Have a conversation. If it turns sexual right away, red flag. If they just want you to come over, or them to come over, red flag. If they're not even trying to plan a date, pay attention to their profile too. Like, look them up on different social media platforms. And just like fellas also, because it's mainly fellas, girls are respectful for the most part. You need to be able to DM somebody respectfully. Like, shoot your shot, be funny, be flirty maybe a little bit, but don't be sending them moaning voice memos. Don't be sending them naked photos or anything like that. Trust me, like, they're instant ick in a lot of females. Maybe you've ran into somebody who's like, oh hell yeah, but that's very not likely. Okay, let's be honest. So, and also don't be creepy, fellas. Don't be creepy. Like, don't say some creepy shit. Like, maybe, some people want to be like super flirty or something like that, and then you end up saying some creepy shit. Okay, so just be careful about that too. But also don't be afraid of social media, because maybe social media, a lot of people try to push that social media is toxic, it's bad. It has its pros and cons, just like everything else, right? Everything has its pros and cons, right? Nothing is going to be perfect. There's never going to be an online dating app that's perfect, social media platform that's perfect, nothing that's perfect, right? Dating is never going to be perfect either. It's all like, you just get out there and like take the punches and hopefully it fucking works out. So my call to action this week for you guys is, fellas, if you're trying to shoot your shot with a lady, research her a little bit on her profile, different profiles, and then maybe shoot your shot, see what happens. And don't do it in a creepy way. Ladies, if there's a guy messaging you, you've gone through his profile, found him on Facebook, is not coming off super creepy, start with the conversation and see how it goes, right? If it leads super sexual or like anything besides like just a conversation, then that's a red flag, right? But give these people who send you a DM a chance, right? Go into their profile first, see if you're attracted to them. That way you don't have to be like, sorry, not interested. See if you're attracted to them. Because yes, you have to be attracted to the person, right? I'm not just saying like give anybody a chance. So, but anyways, I want to thank you guys for always tuning in. Every week you guys tune in and always support your boy. Make sure you guys are also following on IG, TikTok, everywhere, Snapchat. Link is in the bio. Go to naughtyscience.com. Get your guys some tools. Especially for Christmas. I know it takes a little bit longer to ship stuff, but trust me, you're supporting your boy. I really do appreciate it. And stock up for Christmas. Get your Christmas gifts. Get your lady a Christmas gift. Get you and your partner a Christmas gift. Whatever the case. Link is in the bio. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.
If you ever said we done, then text it back. That's a Scarface fact.